Oh, hi everybody. Give me a chance to catch my breath. Oh, oh my baby. Yeah, mother baby. Mother baby. Yeah. Oh, oh. Well, welcome to today's live show with Kelly Reviews and Cass. Whenever she comes around. I just picked up the mail. I did, my baby. And some of the things that I got, one of the things that I got is the mics, the things that you put over the mic, like this shield. I got that. I think I spent $10 on this whole package. So yeah, this will be nice. I mean, you got yellow, orange, red, blue, black. I think I got two blacks instead of one black, one purple. Yep, that's okay. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I got. In there. Actually, I'm gonna reposition my stuff. No, you're not gonna do that. I'm gonna reposition my camera because there's no milk in there, baby. I drank it all. I'm going to reposition my camera so that you guys can listen to the song that I'm still working on. Okay. All right. Let's reposition the camera. Oops. There we go. There we go. Let's reposition the camera. Maybe. There we go. There we go. There we go. Can you see me now? Hopefully you can see me. There we go. You can see me. All right. No. No. Naughty girl. I'll put them up in the plant then. Shouldn't have opened it to begin with. She's just showing you guys it and be done with it. Now, I'm going to try to be good. Tell me what you think so far. Okay? See about putting this somewhere else. Forgive me if your ears are hurting yet. Forgive me if your ears are hurting. So let me know in the comments if you what you think of it. We're in the replay of what you think of how I did. If you care to, that is. And if you don't, you can just tell me to F off. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. No worries. I'm not too concerned about it. There we go. Very good. Now, there we go. Oops. There, my little friend is with us. He's on his boat, you know? He's on his boat and he's looking for people to watch us. Anyway, without further ado, welcome back to Kelly Reviews. All right. Where did we leave off on? We're reading this book. Yes, we're reading this book. And I'm in chapter 16. There's a total of 200 and oh, 230 pages. So, where is it, baby? Where is it? I don't know. So, without further ado, if I'm still good, my mic is still on. So, Blois, B-L-O-I-S, Blois, Loire Valley. With our plans slightly skewed, I head back to my van, absorb it all. Out of the corner of my eye, I catch a glimpse of Tori, who by the looks of it, only just getting up now. The day had been interminable, as much as what happened. Oh, here, okay, as so much has happened, and it's not even lunchtime yet. Aria, where have you been? Hands in pockets. I joined her in town. Damn it! We didn't discuss sharing about the baby news, but I'm sure Max and Rosie need some. Oh, bless me almighty. Need some time to digest all of it before it gets around. Doing what? Getting coffee, but Rosie makes coffee. So why go pay for it? Why not? Oh, it's like talking to a rock sometimes. Where's Rosie and Max? Oh, shit. Damn it. Am I going to have to buy this fucking book too? Probably. There we go. Maybe not. There we go. All done. Okay. So I go pay for it. Okay. They're having a quiet time to themselves. But I thought we were to Bordeaux today. Change of plans, I shrug. Maybe tomorrow. She narrows her eyes. I don't get it. Rosie doesn't change plans. She slabs the air with a stab. She stabs the air with a finger. What's going on? Stomach bug? I'm afraid Rosie's got it bad. If I were you, I'd stay well away. Highly contagious. I shake my head as if the memory pains me. She's been up all night. Let's hope she feels better soon. Sure enough, Tori reels back, and she went and had coffee. And when she went and had coffee, no, she went to the doctor. Well, why didn't you just say that? You asked me where I'd been. Not them. With all with a roll of her eyes that she doesn't even try to hide. She says, "What about Max? Is he sick?" Head nurse today. She puffs and pulls like the big bad wolf. So so that leaves me with you. I pull to one side. I'm fairly busy. Those books won't read themselves. Trust me, don't die now. Where the where's that one guy? It's my turn to narrow my eyes. Which guy? The one that who looks slightly lost. I think he's not quite sure how to get there. You? In a very bookish way. Jonathan? Why? Why what? Why are you looking for him? I keep my voice light. Marshall. You'll be gone after the flight. Oh, she folds her arms across her chest. Well, who else am I going to hang out with? My Arya. Is he off limits or something? I should have just denied knowing who she meant, of course. But now, but I'm fairly sure he's gone. He was only here for an author. He was only here for an author talk. The rest of it. Done. Done. I had to buy it. Nobody did. I'll buy it. There we go. She tuts, shame. I'd have liked to get to know him better. I joined them last night in Max's van after he rushed off. Didn't you know? Oh, she's goading me. She's goading me, and it's hard to keep my expression serene. But somehow I manage, silently telling myself she's an immature child in an adult's body. Yes, Rosie had gone. Yes, Rosie had gone back to Poppy, and you were probably reading about life rather than living it. She lets out a giggle. I roll my eyes. You're probably right. I do have more in common with fictional people. I give her a winning smile. I take pleasure when I see her eyes darken. She waves my words away. Anyway, we have a few beers, and I'm sure made a connection. Mr. Brown, you didn't know his name. We skipped past this and went straight into the deep stuff. I don't believe her, but I don't believe her. My blood pressure spikes. I'm sure it sounds riveting. It was, when someone is into you, well, you probably don't, but he did this eye contact thing, this really tense sort of. I cut her off. Oh, that. He dropped his contact lenses at the author's talk. Says he's blind as a bat without them. Didn't he mention it? Oh, okay, that's mean, horrible. But why? But I can't help it. No, I'm sure you're wrong. Go get it. It's right there. I was there. I saw him on all fours, patting down the carpet for the damn things. Why do you think I had to walk him back here? He couldn't see, the poor man. How does one lose contact lenses at the same time? I suppose he was doing a lot, a lot of blinking with what with all the photos being taken, all the flashlights going off and all. Famous man he is, in such demand. Her face drops, and I know I won this round. Well, it wasn't just the eye contact, of course. It wasn't everything. It was everything. The air hummed with promise. Right. Everything, electrifying stuff. Anyway, I better push on. Too much time in the real world sends me batty. Cheerio. She's already looking past me into the distance where German van lifters Otto and George appear, walking back from the river, fishing poles propped against their shoulders. I give them away, then turn on my heel and flee. Why does the thought of Jonathan spending time with her annoy me so? I'm not. It's not jealousy. He's free and clear to do whatever he wants. There's nothing between us, aside from the drunken kiss, right? It's just that it's Tori. I hate to see him with a snake like that. Perhaps if we were to cross paths again, I could subtly warn him. But surely he's not likely to fall into the arms of someone like her. Not my business, though. That's for damn sure. Then I think back to what Rosie had said about Tori not quite fitting in and trying to be someone she's not. She could very well be lovely under the surly, brash persona, but I doubt it. I think I pegged her just right. Normally, I confide all this to Rosie, but I don't dare disturb her with the trivialities today. And that's all they are. Trivialities, right? Back in my van, I take out TJ's diary, hoping to feel connected to him. That his words ground me to this earth. I feel like I'm flux, floating and soon I'll drift away. It's a strange feeling, and I can't quite work out what's changed to make it so. Perhaps it's the new group, the new place. Everything seems up in the air, so changeable. I am so tired, I just can't shake the feeling something is wrong other than this flu that just won't go. But I don't tell Aria. I don't dare tell Aria. She frog marched me to the doctor, and I'll have to suffer through a barrage of tests. And all for what? To find out I'm low on vitamin B or something? Instead, I take naps at lunchtime and hope my students don't sense I'm not quite right. Maybe we need a holiday. I've always wanted to go to the Lake District. Ari can read a book all day while she's wrapped in her arms. I'll hug her when she cries. She always cries. Happy tears, she says, when the girl gets the boy. And we'll watch the moonlight shine on the water. That will be cure enough for me. Actually, I'm gonna look at the other book right now and see if I would rather read that. I mean, let's see what it's like. Oh, that's where the red fern grows. Oh, oh, Billy, old Dan and little Ann, a boy and his two dogs. A loving threesome. They ranged the dark hills and river bottoms of Cherokee country. Old Dan had the brawn, little Ann had the brains, and Billy had the will to train them to be the finest hunting team in the valley. Glory and victory were coming to them, but sadness waited too. And close by was a strange and wonderful power that was only found where the red fern grows. Okay. And this book was published in 1961. Well, let's see if this is the book that I was reading back in sixth grade. Shall we? Yeah, I think that would be smart. One, when I left my office that beautiful spring day, I had no idea what was in store for me. To begin with, everything was too perfect for anything unusual to happen. It was one of those days when a man feels good, feels like speaking to his neighbor, is glad to live in a country like ours. Excuse me, twice. And proud of his government, you know what I mean. One of those rare days when everything is right and nothing is wrong. I was I was walking along whistling when I heard the dog fight. At first I paid no attention to it. After all, it wasn't anything to get excited about. Just another dog fight in a residential section. As the sound of the fight grew nearer, I could tell there were quiet. There were quite a few dogs mixed up in it. They boiled. They boiled out. uh, They boiled out of an alley, turned and headed straight to toward me, not wanting to get bitten to run over. I moved over the edge of the sidewalk. I could see that all the dogs were fighting one. About 25 feet from me, they caught him, and down he went. I felt sorry for the unfortunate one. I knew if something wasn't done quickly, the sanitation department had to pick up the dead dog. I was trying to make I was trying to make up my mind to help when I got a surprise. Up and out of the snarling, growling, slashing mass. Say that 10 times fast. Reared an old red-boned hound. For a second I saw him, caught my breath. I couldn't believe I had seen. Twisting and slashing, he fought his way through the pack and backed up under the low branches of a hedge. Growling and snarling, they formed a half-moon circle around it. Oh, that's sad. A big bird dog, bolder than the others, darted in. The hedge shook as he tangled with the hound. He came out so fast he fell over backward. I saw that his right ear was split wide open. It was too much for him to, and he took off down the street, squalling like a scalded cat. A big, ugly cur tired his luck, tried his luck. He didn't get off so easy. He came out with his left shoulder laid open to the bone. He sat down on his rear and let the world know that he hadn't been hurt. By this time, my fighting blood was boiling. It was hard for a man to stand and watch an old hound fight against such odds, especially if that man has memories in his heart like I had in mine. I had seen the time when an old hound like that had given his life so that I might might live. Taking off my coat, I waded in. My yelling and scolding didn't have much effect, but the swinging coat did. The coat scattered, the dogs scattered and left. Down on my knees, I peered back onto the hedge. The hound was still mad. He growled at and showed his teeth. I knew it wasn't his nature to fight a man. In a soft voice, don't chew that. The soft voice, started talking to him. Come on, boy, I said. It's all right. I'm your friend. Come on now. The fighting, the fighting fire slowly left his eyes. He bowed his head, and his long red tail started thumping the ground. He kept coaxing on his stomach and an inch at a time. He came to me and laid his head in my hand. I almost cried at what I saw. His coat was dirty and mud caked. His his skin was stretched drum tight over his. I'm gonna put some air in that gosh darn ball. You keep on doing that. You hear me? The knotty joints of his hips and shoulders stood out a good 3 inches from his body. I could tell he was starved. Oh my God. This is gonna be a hard book to read. I couldn't figure it out. He didn't belong in town. He was far out of place with the boxers, poodles, bird dogs, and other breeds of town dogs. He belonged in the country. He was a honey hound. I raised one of I raised one of his paws. There I read the story. The pads were, oh my God. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to read this or not because it's, oh, I don't think I can read this. I don't know. I couldn't figure out. He didn't, yeah. I raised one of his paws. Then there I read the story. The pads were worn. I'll try. I'll try. I raised one of his paws. There I read the story. The pads were worn down slick as the rind on an apple. I knew he had come a long way, and no doubt had a long way to go. Round his neck was a crude collar. On closer inspection, I saw it had been made from a piece of check-line leather. Two holes had been punched in and each end, and the ends were laced together with with baling wire. As I turned the collar with my finger, I saw something else. There, scratched deep in the tough leather, was the name Buddy. I guess that the crude, scribbly letters had probably been written by a little boy. Stop doing that, young lady. Don't get. I'm gonna put some air in that stupid thing. Oh, ah. Excuse me. It's strange indeed how memories can lie dormant in a man's mind for so many years. Yet those memories can be awkward, awakened, and brought forth fresh and new. But just by something you've seen, or something you've heard, or the sight of an old familiar face. What was what I saw in the warm gray eyes of the friendly old town brought back wonderful memories. To show my gratitude, I took a hold of his collar and said, "Come on, boy, let's go home and get something to eat." He seemed to understand that he had found a friend. He came willingly. I gave him a bath and rubbed all of the soreness from his muscles. He drank quarts He drank quarts of milk and ate all the meat I had in the house. I hurried down to the store and bought more. He ate until he was satisfied. He slept all night and most of the next day. Late in the afternoon, he grew restless. I told him I understood, and soon it was dark. He could be he could be on his way. I figured I figured he had a much better chance if he left town at night. That evening, a little after sundown, I opened the back gate. He walked out, stopped, turned around, and looked at me. He thanked me by wagging his tail. Stop chewing that right now. Stop chewing that right now. No chew. Stop chewing that. Stop chewing that. In fact, you could have stayed here as long as you wanted to. He whined and licked my hand. I was. Stop chewing that right now, Cass. I was wondering which way you'd go. With one final whimper, he turned and headed east. I couldn't help smiling as I watched him trot down the alley. I noticed the way his hind quarters lifted over to the right, never in line with the front, yet always in perfect rhythm. His long ears flopped up and down, keeping time with the jogging motion of his body. Yes, they were all there. The unmistakable marks of a hunting hound. Where the alley emptied into the street, he stopped and looked back. I waved my hand as I watched him disappear in the twilight shadows. I whispered these words: "Goodbye, old fellow. Good luck and good hunting." I didn't have time to let him go. I didn't have to let him go. I could have kept him in my backyard, but to pen up a dog like that is a sin. It would have broken his heart. The will to live would have slowly left his body. I had no idea where he had come from or where he was going. Perhaps it wasn't too far. Or maybe it was a long way. Long way. I tried I tried to make myself believe that his home was in Ozark Mountains, where in Missouri or Oklahoma. It wasn't possible, even though it was a long way from the Snake River Valley in Idaho. I figured something drastic must have happened in life, as it as it is very unusual for a hound to be traveling alone all alone. Perhaps he had been stolen, or maybe he had been sold for some much more needed money. Whatever it was that had interrupted his life, he was trying to straighten it out. He was going home to make a master he loved, and with the help of God, he would make it. To him, it made no difference how long the road or how rough or rocky. His old red feet would keep jogging along, on and on, mile after mile. There would be no crying or giving up. Oh God, this is so sad. When his feet grew tired and weary, he would curl up in the weeds and rest. What a water for or stop chewing that. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read this. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read this at all, kids. I really don't because it's reading about a person is a hell of a lot different than reading about an animal. I don't care. Those are my thoughts. Just like watching distress of a child, watch over watching a distress over an animal. Yes, yes, I mean that. Like when ASPC, I think it's ASPC, comes and puts commercials on the TV, you know, of these animals that have been neglected, chained, tortured. I hate the individuals or groups that do this to them. They have no right doing that. They really don't. You know, it's very sad. We're gonna put air in this. I wonder if that thing has enough power. But anyhow, I'm just gonna head out for today. Um, yeah, yeah. Probably next Saturday, I will probably put it around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon instead, considering you guys. I'm thinking you guys want me to put the video or the live feed later in the day. Let me know in the comments or don't. But I'm thinking about putting this later in the day, probably in the afternoon, like I did today, considering how things have developed. But anyway, I want you guys to have a terrific day. Ooh, ooh, I can't even. There we go. I want you guys to have a terrific day. Stay safe, stay comfortably warm or cool wherever you are in the world. There we go. And you be good, Cass.
Cass? Yeah. Cass wants her ball. Cass wants her ball. Cass wants her ball. See? Yeah. But anyway, you guys have a great day. Stay safe. Stay yourselves. And I will see you next week. I love you all. Bye.